I guess shade is not a popular thing in parking lots because I never can find a shady spot. I am sitting in front of JCPenney in South Haven, Mississippi. I'm going to go in just to walk around, get some exercise that way. It's actually a nice day, so I will be walking my usual outside walk when I get back to my apartment. But I thought I would like to walk around a store, look at things, not expecting to find anything I like or in my size or any of that. But I'm just going to get out and go do that because it will be good for me. And maybe I'll find something. It's all part of me trying to get out of my apartment more. If you watched last night's video, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take the camera in the store, but I don't know if I'll be able to record, if I'll feel comfortable recording. You'll know in a minute because you're either going to see something in the store or you're going to see me sitting in the car again. So let's just get going, and I'm going to talk to you after I shop. I'm in the dressing room, and I'm whispering because there's somebody right next to me. I found a shirt that I really liked, and it was in the clearance section. However, it didn't have a clearance sticker price on it. It's a $63 shirt. And I asked an employee if there was a way I could have that scanned, and she said, you can get the app on your phone. She goes, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And I said, that's okay. So I got the app. I knew how to do that, but I couldn't find how to scan, so I asked somebody else. She was so sweet, and I now know how to scan at JCPenney. I do it all the time at Walmart. Anyway, the shirt is on sale for $22. I love it. It's a little too small. It fits, and if I lost maybe 10 pounds, it would probably be perfect. But I'm done buying clothes that doesn't fit. I want something for me now, but I'll show it to you. You know, I just like it for when I would go out to watch Derek play or on a date. But I'm not taking it. I'm going to find something else. The other thing about that shirt is it's polyester, and I sweat so much in polyester. I need cotton or rayon. Anyway, apparently all this stuff is on clearance, but you gotta really just pick through. It's almost like I'm at a thrift store. And then there's a 70% off, up to 70% off rack there, and then this whole big rack here, and there's some clearance stuff here. There's a lot of clothes here, for sure. This is, you know, just the plus size, but I'm not looking for anything wintry. I want summery because I'm always hot. So clearance is good for me because that's like the only place I'm going to find summery. But let me keep looking. I left the store empty-handed, but I consider this little shopping trip a success. I am a little bit more familiar now with JCPenney. I've only been in this one once to get some stuff for Skylar. And I have the app so I can scan my own tags. I like that. And I saw quite a few different shirts that I forgot to look at shoes. They have shoes there. I'll come back. But there's a lot of shirts that I liked. Again, not my size or maybe too wintry, but you know, they have some styles that I like. So I'm going to come again and I will check the clearance racks regularly because I really don't want to pay $60 for a shirt because, you know, I'll get bacon grease on that in no time. I have bacon grease on this one. So I'm hopeful that I could maybe find something down the road. Now, the shape of that shirt was very simple. Another thing I need to do is I can go to Joann Fabrics. There's one right in this lot. And get myself some, hopefully 100% cotton knit. Make myself some shirts. That's a really good idea because that one that I tried on was very basic, very simple design. And I would like doing that. If that one that I tried on would have been loose, I would have been okay with the polyester, but it would have to be loose because, and it was like just a little bit snug. I could wear it. I could have worn it out, but I would have been very uncomfortable in a polyester that wasn't like flowy because it just like traps every, you know, all your body heat, and I get hot. I don't like it. All right, now speaking of doing things like making shirts for myself, if you're not familiar with last night's video, please go watch it. I will link to it in the description. I'll put it on the end screen, and or if you go to my list of videos, it'll be the one right before this one. I was very torn up about stopping my fabric business. Now, I do want to let everybody know that I've pretty much been, you know, dealing with wanting to stop my fabric business since my mother died, because I knew now I had the freedom to go out, but I wasn't in the right mind to be going out and things like that. Now I kind of want to start doing that. So I thought I have to free up my time, because the fabric business, I mean, I spend at least 40 hours a week on that. It might not show by what I'm selling, but, you know, even ordering takes time. Ordering, cutting, pressing, listing stuff on my blog. That is so time consuming. Taking the pictures, editing the pictures. I hate taking pictures so much. Putting it on my blog, setting up the sale, and, you know, just always feeling like I haven't provided enough, you know. It's like then sitting with the sale, babysitting the sale, and, you know, printing all the orders as they come in, packing the orders. That takes a long time. And then, you know, going to the post office, that doesn't take me long. But then before I even get to the post office step, I have already started preparing for the next sale. So I just don't want to spend that much time on it. When I went to bed, I was so incredibly devastated. My patrons started leaving right away, and I saw that, and I was like, I'm doing the dumbest thing ever. You know, I could just work. People work. But the thing is that I am willing to work, so I had to keep reminding myself that I'm not happy. And then I would say, but yes, you are. You love this gig. And then I actually watched my video, and I said, no, this is not the face of someone who's enjoying this anymore. I had to remind myself that trust my instincts. I'm not happy, and it doesn't mean it's the end. It means that I have to make a drastic change, or I am going to replace it with something I love. So I went to bed hoping I would wake up feeling better, and boy did I. I woke up and I had ideas. I'm going to do this and this. So I have a lot of new things on the way, and I have told my patrons and my YouTube members that, you know, it's not completely over, but it will allow me to, I want to move a lot of what I have. I want to get down to the point where I'm only ever going to order something that I have a plan for and that I know I can sell. So I would still like to do sales, but it will be different kinds of things, not just me cutting whatever. I'd like to do things like, you know, have a quilt block and make kits where everything's cut for you. I have a lot of videos of quilt blocks that I can even go back and look at my own videos and say, oh, this one's easy. It takes 3 size different squares, and I could make kits with those sizes already cut, and somebody could follow and just, you know, so I want to do things like that. It's still a way for me to order fabric when I need to, but in small quantities. And then I can still cut fabric, which I do enjoy doing, and then I can still sell something. And something like that would also bring a boost to that past video, because I would be able to show that video and say, this is how you put these blocks together. I mean, it's just ideas like that. Another thing that I can do is I can take pre-orders from Benartex. I trust Benartex, and they usually have a lot of stock. I used to do this with fabric panels, And that worked great for a while, but then the supplier I was doing business with started doing funky things, like I would order a whole bunch of a certain type of panel, and my people would prepay, and knowing that if something happens, I would refund them, because people trust me. And I was mad at the end, because they would start saying, oh, we don't have any of these in stock, you know, and it's like, it said you had 84. What's the deal? And then I would notice that the price was up. So they just didn't want to sell to me at that price or whatever, and they put the... So anyway, I ended up having to refund a couple of times, and I said, no, I'm not taking these chances anymore. But with Benertex, I can do it with things like... smaller sets of fat quarters, and I could, and if they have enough in stock, and of course if something, you know, fails, I would refund my peeps, and you know, but then I could just show everybody this and say, you know, this is the price if you want to order these, and then I could place the order, and then all that stuff just goes away, because I know how many I needed to order, and I don't have to order you know, more than that, so I'm not, you know, having stock in my fabric closet. So I have ideas like that. So it will change. I won't be just doing the fabric sales the way I do them now, but I, you know, I still want to do some. The other thing that I have decided, because of the fact that I pay shipping, I started that $5 tier for patrons. At first it was $3, and I had to go up to $5. I used to do my sales every 5 to 6 weeks, so not even every month. You know what I mean? It was 5 to 6 weeks, and the Patreon fee and YouTube membership fee was $5. But I, quite a while ago, changed to having sales every weekend. So people can order every weekend, and that $5 they're paying for the month, which I only get $3.50. There's fees for both YouTube memberships and Patreon. That doesn't cover a whole lot of shipping when a lot of people order every single week. So I thought, I have to go up to 10. So I'm letting people know, and I will be talking about it more, but I'm letting you know here, and if my patrons and YouTube members are watching, I did send them notices about this. I'm going to be letting people know that I will be going up on the tier that you need to be at to shop for any fabric or any other things I come up with for patrons and YouTube members. I don't want to lose all that, and I'm going to do my best to you know, keep people happy, keep them around. If you join now, it's still $5. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to up it. It might be soon. It might be the beginning of the year, but I do want to give people a fair chance to get in at the $5 level, because when it goes up, anybody who's at $5 will be grandfathered in. You would still have access to what the $10 people are going to have to pay. If you ever leave the $5 level and want to rejoin, it's going to be the $10 price. I did that a long time ago when I had the $3 level. I think I gave everybody a month to join before it went to $5. And all those $3 people still are only paying $3, and they're able to get in on my sales. And they'll be able to get in on the $10 sales. It dwindles a little bit, but they know that they're getting a bargain. And because they joined my Patreon early on, and they're still with me, I think it's worth them getting the break, because they have been supporting me for a long time. And I'm going to do the same with the $5 level. But soon, the level to shop or to see other things that I have in this little brain space of mine, it will be the $10 level. I have so much more that I want to talk about, because I'm excited in many ways, but I think I'll quit here. I do need to talk a little bit about people who have been contacting me, pushing medication on me. I want to let you know I have nothing against medication, and I think I've said it many times. I have been through periods of being medicated throughout my entire adulthood. And my choice is to feel everything I'm feeling. When you see somebody crying or you see somebody laughing, that means they're having feelings. A clinical depression, for me, because I have had a period of clinical depression, it means you feel absolutely nothing. Sadly, for me, when I was on medication, other things would go wrong. I became manic and all these things. And, so I know people are trying to be helpful, but telling somebody you need to be on medication, that is not cool, because nobody needs to do anything that a complete stranger is telling them to do. Just let people be. Let people be. Maybe if you want to, maybe you could say, I went through a lot of what you went through, and I found medication helped me. If you have any questions, let me know. But don't make it sound like you're diagnosing someone. It's just unpleasant, especially when somebody is down and out. I absolutely know this is not clinical depression that I'm going through. It's not some kind of imbalance or whatever. I went through shit my whole life, and now I went through another weird thing where my mother died, and it's normal for me to be sad, confused, upset, angry. I have the right to feel all those things, and it's normal for my past to come up to my face this close now, because it was there, and now the toxicity is out of my life, so it kind of left room for me to have all these memories come back. That's all normal for someone who has gone through a traumatic childhood, an alcoholic adulthood that is still traumatic, toxic mother, narcissistic mother, family not supportive. It's all normal to feel all kinds of things. And I want to feel those things without medication, because that's how I'm going to be able to heal. It's just like last night. I was so devastated. I was like, why? Why do I do things? I'm taking a business that's still thriving. My fabric business is thriving, and I'm willing to walk away from a thriving business and also taking the chance of losing about $1,500 per month for my patron and YouTube membership contributions. That's a big chunk of money if everybody leaves. But I was telling myself, let them leave. I don't have to worry about money. And even if I wanted to continue to earn that to, put into my retirement, because I'm so worried about retirement, and I will make it another way. I have to trust myself that I'm doing the right thing, and encourage myself to know that, so what if you lose all this? I've lost businesses like the couponing that I talked about before. I was making a ton of money, and then it just was going down, and I was like, what the hell? And, I said, oh, I just have to switch gears. I have to do something else. So there's always a way. I have never failed at being successful. I might have had some things that I tried that didn't work, but I've never not had income. And so I have no reason to worry about that. It's still gonna happen for me. Okay, you guys, I don't want medication. I want to be clear-headed. I want to feel all the pain that I'm feeling. I really do, and I'm okay with that. And I'm going to cry on camera anytime I want to, and I'm not going to worry about people thinking that they have to tell me what to do. I just need to be allowed to be me, and that's what I'm aiming for. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.